Hey, Fantasy Football Astrology Brotherhood, thank you for tuning in. We are back for the Week 11 Astrology Report. Guys, I've had some questions coming in. I got some interesting kind of picks going on this week. I hope you hit that Justin Fields pick. I told you guys, get in on Justin Fields right at the right time. I just wanted to say that for that one guy who said that I never hit on nothing. Shame on you, sir. You probably missed out on Justin Fields. So yeah, we hit some picks now and then. I hope you're winning your league because of it. I know I'm making a torrent comeback in my league because of Justin Fields. Yeehaw. Rock on. All right, so I had a question on the channel. It was, what do you think about Donovan Peoples-Jones? And guys, this is a guy right now people are kind of looking at and saying, we're about to pick this guy up. We can't sit around and wait on this guy forever. With Deshaun Watson coming back, you've got a wonderful predictive model in astrology. You've got polar opposite chemistries, Virgo, Pisces. Virgo, mutable earth. Pisces, mutable water. Polar opposite chemistry attracts like magnets. We love it, baby. Okay, so this week, if Donovan Peoples-Jones blows off, you're probably not going to be able to get him next week. And Deshaun Watson should be in an additional factor, right? With Amari Cooper being a Gemini, they're all mutable signs. I believe. Now, here's the thing. It's going to be interesting to see. Will Virgo still prefer to go towards air? Because remember, right after earth signs is always air signs. So earth does lead into air. So it's going to be an interesting study to see if DPJ's production increases or decreases, or maybe stays about the same based on Deshaun Watson. But I do like the fact they got polar opposite chemistry. It's the same chemistry that Mahomes had with Tyreek Hill. So you can imagine it might really be popping off quite nicely, okay? So Deshaun Watson. Now here's another one for you. You can see it. It's right here. You got Kyler Murray and this Trey McBride character is coming in, okay? So if you guys don't know who Trey McBride is, a pop quiz, do you guys know the 40 time on Trey McBride, okay? You can watch his college tape. And you can see he's kind of a clunky, typical tight end. You know, I was guessing he ran, somewhere around like an Ertz, like a 4.7. I was wrong. This guy runs like a 4.54. Now, I don't know if that was his pro day or if that was the combine or what have you, but that's freaking fast. And then what I did notice about the tape in college is he gets open, okay? Cool thing about Trey McBride, okay, we know Murray already loves to throw to his Ertz, right? Which is kind of counterintuitive considering Ertz was a Libra or is a Libra. But Trey McBride is a Sagittarius, and he's a very strong Sagittarius. He's right on that Scorpio-Sagittarius cusp, and that's November 22nd, okay? So you can always make sure you double check my work, make sure I'm getting this stuff right, especially if you're making any serious moves. Chances are, if you can fit Trey McBride on your roster, it's not that serious of a move. But I really think Trey McBride down the stretch can be an absolute league winner, okay? I love these cusps, these water fire cusps, okay? They have a tendency to be like very dominant physically, okay? They like to dominate. Think of Brandon Marshall, okay, was a Pisces Aries cusp, all right? These cusp signs have a lot of power, it seems like a lot. So it's a little pattern I've noticed. It makes sense because the beginning of a sign is always the strongest expression of that sign. Okay, so Trey McBride was touted as the best tight end coming out of this year's draft. And I don't know, guys. I had a funny occurrence when I was looking him up. I was expecting to see Trey McKitty or something, and I had like a deja vu where I felt like Trey McBride was already a household name. Like it was like a weird reverse Mandela effect happened in my research this week. And so I don't know. I thought I would throw him on there. If you need tight end help. Also, if you're a Rondale Moore owner, That's a good little strategy because we've got, you know, Marquise Brown breathing down Rondale Moore's neck right now. And the tight end position in general, if you've got guys like Schultz or if you've got guys like Andrews who are in and out of injuries consistently enough, it makes you wonder, should I get some good, really good tight end insurance and maybe even a flex option depending on how this Trey McBride guy pans out. I really like him this week. Real sneaky pick. I think he's got quite a challenging matchup. I'd have to double check on that, but you might have another week or so to get your hands on him. And as I do think, you know, if Colt McCoy's in there, probably a lot more balls are going Rondale Moore's way. But once Kyler Murray gets back, right, really nice signs are pointing towards Trey McBride. Okay, so next one. You guys already know it, right? It's right here. Obvious. Russell Wilson to Greg Dulcich. This is kind of, I almost posted about this way back when Dulcich was first coming up based on Sagittarius going to Aries. These, both this Leo to Sag and this Sag to Aries, this is the perfect, what I call the Yahtzee match, okay? Perfect match, perfect chemistry. What more can you say? Dulcich already had a lot of targets. I know he had a really low performance last week, but with Judy out, this is the Aries we've been looking for in that offense. And, you know, I don't see, I think, you know, if a quarterback is really struggling, you know, one of the best things that they can do is start looking towards their tight end more often. An easier target, bigger guy, should be a nice safety blanket. With all of Russell Wilson's struggles, you think he would want to use Dulcich. Now, I do caution, in the past, Russell Wilson hasn't really been a big tight end guy. So we'll just see what happens here. Another really interesting option if he's available in your league based on the astrology. Okay, I know there's other guys and there's a lot of things to consider, but these are guys in my 12-man league that are available and have really, really nice astrological potentials, okay? Hope you dig the video. Just a quick one. If you have any questions, insights, comments, I always appreciate those, guys. Cheers.